What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're having a good day, being safe, and all of the good stuff. Welcome back. Just welcome back. It's been a little while. Hit the like button, hit the sub button, hit the post notice for you know each time I post a video, each time I go live. Other than that, the video will be linked in the description down below. Don't forget to grab a snack, grab a drink, grab a beverage. Let's lock in.
Central, I'm your host Jack, and today we're taking a look at when being strong and independent goes wrong. Let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course.
Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
I hear a lot of, we're not going back. What are we not going back to?
My voice hurts a little bit.
The kitchen.
Ma'am, no disrespect, but I don't think any man wants you in his kitchen or his life.
My parents are gonna
Crazy.
I'm on the jet ski, and I didn't have my life jacket on for literally 2 seconds, literally for a photo. It's right there! It fell off, and it's over there, and that is the life jacket that I need that has the key connected to it, so I can drive this jet ski, and my house is all the way over there! All the way over there. I'm in the middle of the sea!
What on earth did I just listen to? Is this woman a turkey?
We've heard.
Why did you take it off in the first place? It's crazy activity. It's called a life jacket, just in case you fall in. It's supposed to be there to help you, you know. So you shouldn't take it off. But other than that, I will say this too, is so instead of posting a video, why don't you call somebody to come help you? You know, I didn't think that'd be more of a smarter idea is to call somebody to come help you. But I could be wrong, you know. That video could bring a lot of people that seen it to help. I guess I don't know. You give me your thoughts inside the comments, please. I appreciate it.
We've heard girl math, we've heard boy math, but what about deadbeat parent math? Deadbeat parent math is when you think that your $157 is funding vacations. Deadbeat parent math is when you think that your $50 a month is paying for her nails. Deadbeat parent math is when you think that you can just come and go and provide when you want to.
What?
When women use their child support money to go gambling, is that deadbeat math as well?
1000 is what the wait, what? Interesting. Some of their like some of them are walking weird, and then some of them are walking like straight up, and then some of them are like really bend back, you know.
This was just embarrassing to watch. How are they so wildly out of sync?
Well, listen, we've got to do this. Let me hear you all say E-L-G-S-E-S, Eagles!
ELGSES? Really? If this woman can make it to mayor, anyone can make it to mayor.
Babe, what do you...
Ma'am, that rear windshield wasn't stuck, your brain was.
It's been 10 months since my divorce was official, and my ex is getting married today. I honestly didn't think it would be a hard day. You know, the divorce was not easy. It was not expected, but I don't know why. I didn't think it would be hard. I wasn't feeling anything leading up to it. But, my baby, yesterday when I dropped him off with his dad, he was excited for the party. He loves his new stepmom.
This is why you don't divorce people. This is why you take your vows seriously. You know, I don't get it. I really don't personally, man. You know, there are women out here that think the grass is greener. They'll divorce their husbands 5 years later. They're crying about it. Oh, I miss him. I miss how sweet he was. Because they think there's this side out there that they're not going to find. They'll find it for 5 minutes, and then they're going to want to go back to what was actually comfortable.
Yeah.
It's a cold game out here, fellas. I'm telling you, one of the most important choices we're going to make in life is the woman that we choose to be with. Take that choice very seriously. Please. You don't want to end up in bad hands.
Social media has people obsessed thinking the grass is greener. You need to learn to appreciate what you have.
The American woman
That's
refusing to
1000%
leave
true.
Pakistan after her failed marriage attempts now has demands for the government. And there are so many twists to this story, it could be a Netflix series.
The government is gonna fix up these buildings, fix up the streets, and clean up these streets. It's ridiculous out here. I do not like it.
It all started when the 33-year-old woman met a 19-year-old online, fell in love, and flew to Pakistan to be with the quote love of her life. But when she arrived, he fled the area, vacating his home. Instead of just leaving, she decided to camp outside of his house, and it got some media attention. It's been months, so her tourist visa has expired, and the government's like, this is crazy, you gotta go, here's a plane ticket on us. But she's not only refusing, she hit them with this.
My plan is to reconstruct this whole country, okay? I'm asking for 100K or more. I need 20K by this week, okay, in my pocket.
On behalf of America and the entire West, you can keep that woman.
Name a European country known for its architecture.
Europe.
Name a European country known for its architecture. You just repeated the question.
Yeah.
You said Europe. Just trying to trick us. And like, I'm gonna just include every country
That's right.
in Europe. Well, let's see, someone else might have heard that.
Okay.
Survey said. What?
What?
Did you mishear it?
Yeah, I obviously.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. Obviously. If you had a second chance at that,
So,
what would you
Is
say?
this my second chance?
No, but if you had one, what would you have said? Name a...
Like Egypt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I should have said. Egypt. Like the pyramids, like, you know, right, Jerry?
Okay, what if you had a third chance? What if you had a...
Jerry!
What if you had... No, but like just... What if you had a third chance?
Did you know her vote is just as valuable as yours? Just saying.
The argument that you're making is, as these other service sectors have opened up, men are gravitating into those service sectors instead of just manual labor, right?
Yes.
Then how come women aren't gravitating towards the manual labor sections?
Because the manual labor sections have been either taken over by technology.
No, they haven't. Has roofing been taken over by technology?
No, but what is it? It doesn't necessarily.
Has construction been taken over by technology? Roofing? Has even gardening, basic gardening? What about lawn mowing, lawn care? In fact, almost all labor I can think of, which now is heavily inundated with machines, still totally dominated by men. Almost no women do it at all.
Men in average doing those jobs compared to before, because you have had machinery replace. If it took three,
but this argument still makes no sense.
Please, if it took 5 men to redo a roof or whatever, now it takes 2, right?
Yeah, why isn't one of them a woman?
No, because the point is, as a society as a whole, we have just moved away from manual labor. So obviously,
this
a
argument
woman
makes no sense.
Yes.
Lady, yelling does not make you right. You can replace an axe.
She's trying to make like walls. She's trying to make walls to make her point make sense. But those walls are really brittle and not built up correctly to make any sense, if you know what I mean. Yeah, this it's really bad.
With a chainsaw, but it's still a man behind it making the cut.
It's the temper tantrums for me.
What is a temper tantrum?
A temper tantrum, it's something wrong with everything. Everything. You acting like the girl. Everything got to be perfect.
So the fact that you did something wrong, I'm throwing a temper tantrum when I...
It don't even got to be something wrong. You cooking and cleaning and cooking.
Right.
It's always going to be something.
But if you cooking and cleaning and this chicken burnt, and I say the chicken burnt, I'm a sassy...
Not even...
Don't worry about it. On y'all tonight. It's not my fault that you can't cook chicken. It is not my fault. If I see a deficiency in this house, you ain't doing something right. I am not sassy for correcting you, man. I am making you a better woman. The fact of the matter is that when you clean this mother, it still ain't clean. I'm not sassy for that. I'm just pointing out the obvious. Your mama should have taught you. Why can't men correct women? Why can't men lead women when they say, I want to that can teach me something? Then they get that can teach them something. And then they don't want to listen and call them sassy when he try to teach them something. Back to the private.
So she wants a man that can teach her as long as she's never wrong. You can't make this stuff up.
Here's a wife during an argument. I'm capable, strong, independent, qualified. I earn and I don't need your money. I earn my
That's
own
crazy
money.
because he is.
Here's a wife, that very same wife in divorce court. I don't earn, I can't work, I'm incapable, I'm on the verge of starvation, and I need his money. It's funny. That divorce just brings the best out of everybody, doesn't it?
Divorce attorneys love to say the person you divorce is completely different than the person you married.
What? Why did she? Bro, look, bro, look.
I think this woman left her brain upstairs.
What's your go-to microfeminism?
Ain't no way.
I call myself and other women, not girls.
Refusing to yield to men when they're walking down the street.
When a man's getting aggressive, I hit him with the, I can see you're acting a little emotionally. Let's think a little more logically, like me.
I like to ask my male colleagues to take notes during our meetings.
When someone talks about going to the doctor, I ask what she said.
I don't watch a lot of sports, but when I do, I try to put on women's sports to help their ratings and to lift women's sports in the media.
When a man says he is babysitting his children, I make sure to correct it to parenting.
Whenever something needs to be moved and someone's like, let's let the men do it, I say, no, I got it.
I like to hold the door open for men and insist they go in first.
Wait, they want to hold our doors and move heavy things for us? I'll take it. How about paying for dinner as well?
Feminism is a scam. A few years ago, I was an angry, blue-haired feminist. I once believed that male privilege was real and that I was a victim of the wage gap. Now that I understand the true motives of feminism, I know that this could not be further from the truth, and that modern-day feminism is a war on true masculinity. Before women had the right to vote, most were stay-at-home wives, which meant they weren't working jobs and couldn't be taxed. Our overlords didn't like that. Rockefeller started funding feminist campaigns in media, and as a consequence,
I do got something to say about this. I really do. It's like, it's two parts of the story, by the way. It's a lot of women that don't want to work, and there's a lot of women that want to get their bag and stuff like that. And I respect that, go ahead, get your bag, go ahead and get your money type stuff. But like, this movement, really messed it up for a lot of other women that don't want to do all this stuff that these women want to do. And that's the problem. It's like, there's a lot of women out there that get shunned for not wanting to work. But the real thing is, back in the day, they didn't really need to, They didn't need to. And to me, they don't have to. In my opinion, they shouldn't have to, They should be able to just, be women, I don't know. It's like, to me, I see it as, as a guy, to me, I feel better when I'm able to, buy or pay things for the girl I like and stuff like that. So if I'm taking care of her lifestyle, I just keep that as me taking care of her, And I understand, I do 1000% understand about the part where guys say, what you can do to help me. And that's the other point where I say girls don't really need to work because they have other things they can do. A lot of other things they can do, There's a lot of other stuff that girls did that really helped men even grow companies and even became a better person while working. So it's just a point that, it is what it is. I'm 50-50 on it. I think they should, and I think they don't have to at the same time. It's their decision.
of the movement, women started entering the workforce and leaving the home. Children would then be separated from their parents and sent to Rockefeller-funded schools to be indoctrinated by the state.
My bad. Let me add this too. And the other thing is, it's less love for the kids as well, because if both parents are working, the kids not being able to be taken care of, and like they said, like the iPads are the online, them just being online all the time. But usually it's the mother or the father that comes over, sits down, actually throw a ball, or the dog, hang out with the dog and stuff like that. But nowadays it's just like shove an iPad or a phone in their face and tell them to go fuck off. You know what I mean? So it was more time able to raise your actual kid. Like you was able to raise your kid because you had time to. But now because both parents are working, it's hard. And then it was better back then, here and there. Okay, I won't say everything was, but it was better back then.
State. All of this ultimately disrupting the family unit at its core. Feminism is defined as the belief in social, economic, and political equality of the sexes. But in the West, I must ask, what rights do men have that women don't? Modern feminists are convincing women that hookup culture, using hormonal birth control, and not shaving is liberation. That toxic masculinity is prevalent and the patriarchy must be dismantled. Through movies and media, we're taught that working for the man, climbing the corporate ladder, and paying tax is more empowering and valuable than raising the next generation. Women have lost touch with our natural loving instincts, and birth rates are plummeting. Men and women are not the same.
Convincing modern women that raising their own kids is oppressive, but working a 9-to-5 is a liberation might just be the greatest scam ever pulled off.
Yeah, I don't understand how that even works, or like that's weird to me how like that actually worked and actually went through and stuff like that. Like, imagine saying this. You can go ahead and go to work at this job that you're not gonna like for like hours and hours and hours, or you go ahead and hang out with your kid and your family and just do some dishes here and there, clean up the house here and there, and shop here and there. You know what I mean? It's more like this thing about it. Dishes is not that hard. Like I do my dishes, I do dishes, It's not that hard. You put on some music. You do the dishes, clean the house. What the house gets dirty again, you clean it again. It gives you some things to pass the time. And it's not like they was stuck inside the house constantly. They can go out. They had money. The dude was paying for everything, so they had money. You know what I mean? It's not like they didn't have any money or anything. The guy was the money being pretty much, But it is what it is. What?
Why?
IQ?
What? Why?
It's hard to explain to other cultures like the way it is now. My buddy moved back from Pakistan. He was like, what happened in North America in the last 3 years? He's like, every magazine, the girl's overweight. Do you just love that? And you're like, no, not really. But you have to pretend you do, or you get in trouble on Facebook. Very complicated to be alive, all the opinions you need to pretend to have right now. Even doctors don't want to say fat. They have to be like, listen, if you could be 30% less brave, that would be great. If we get your levels of, you go girl, down to just, you go girl, Look, if we look here at your height to empowerment chart, you're getting very close to morbidly courageous.
Imagine your New Year resolution is to become 30% less stunning and brave.
I was tired of being someone's housewife, so now at 23 with 3 kids, I'm pursuing being a lawyer. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of thought she was trolling us, and I gave her the benefit of the doubt. I thought maybe...
You're 23, trying to become a lawyer. I'll be honest with you. I don't think that's the right choice, to be honest. Like, you should... Good money and everything, but the time consuming that'll take, like you have 3 kids, you should be in your 3 kids' lives. You know what I mean? See, that's the other thing, because like these are the type of people that would like, here, let me just throw someone else to take care of my kids and I'll pay. But like the thing is, you're supposed to be in your kids' life for them to know you love them and support everything, support their decisions, and for you to know what they be doing as well. And it's just not there, type stuff. Be gone all the time, working, so.
Maybe she was just giving up becoming a housewife to pursue a career. And maybe she was going to stay with her guy. So I went scrolling on her page, and turns out, ain't no man there. This poor man, G, he worked his ass off, got a family with 3 kids, and now she's bored. That's really what it boils down to. She's bored. I always think it's so crazy that a woman will break up her whole family because she's unhappy or because she's bored. I used to work with a chick like this. Her name was Kelly. She came into the job because she was divorcing her husband and she had been a housewife for 15 years. So eventually we was like, Kelly, why are you leaving your husband? And it was all because her husband ran out of passion for her. Now, she admits that she literally let herself go throughout the course of the marriage. And he wasn't he wasn't cheating. He wasn't doing none of that. He just didn't give a like she would go out and he'd be like, all right, bye. He didn't have any passion for her anymore. So she divorced him to look for passion. Now she has to work. She used to be at work about how much she got to work now. And I used to be looking at her like,
being bored is not reason enough to break up a family of 5. Imagine if a man said this instead.
I started growing out my body hair around 6 years ago. It was never a conscious decision to go against the grain. It was more of a personal grooming choice, a laziness thing. What I did realize about having body hair is someone always has something to say about it, whether it's good or bad. There's something very shocking still about body hair. Most commonly I see, I bet you smell bad, or damn, that's dirty.
It's not really like that for real. People think you smell bad just because if you're not taking care of yourself, that's what they think, you know. They think you're going to have this body hair because you're not taking care of yourself. That's the reason why people think you will smell bad. Okay. When it comes to guys, it's like, hair for guys is more like, oh, it's a man. Like, that's a man type thing, you know. When it comes to girls, it's like, why would you want it? It's the real question. It's like, even guys shave it off, you know. So like, it's laziness on guys' parts, and you know, guys that don't shave. Not all of them. Like, I don't know how much it really is. Some of them smell bad, some of them don't. Same with girls, you know, girls that don't shave, some of them smell bad, some of them don't. You know what I mean? And it just comes down to what the person you are. If you care enough. And the real thing is, who's gonna really notice? Only way a person to notice is them to be looking. And that's for you to be like wearing something like that. So
Little did and do they know I'm as clean as a whistle and heavily moisturized.
Listen, if you lead with "I'm lazy, so I stopped grooming," people are gonna have opinions.
1000%. Alright, she needs to start looking where she... Okay. These are paying attention to your surroundings.
I guess life closed a door but forgot to open a window for this one.
I feel like since so many of y'all here, I don't know, I should make an announcement or something, you know what I mean? Y'all want to hear my announcement? Yeah! All right, drum roll, please. I'm single again.
I don't know if that should be like, I don't know if that's
Yeah. Y'all got any greater recommendations, anybody? What's that, the rose petal, whatever they're rose? They're rose? Stay away from that rose, it'll give you a headache, that's too strong. It sucks though, you know, I married a man and then I married a woman and neither marriage worked, so I'm like, am I the damn problem? I'm trying to figure it out.
It only took 2 divorces, but she finally figured it out.
Yeah. I see. Yeah, that brain was working. What are you doing? No.
She aimed for independence, but landed right on the floor.
That guy should have said no real quick. You know how much that is? Like, that's just heavy. You know, there's a bunch of water in there. Definitely too heavy for her. He should have knew that. He should have said no to her. He stand on 10 toes and said no. You ain't doing that. You gonna get the floor all wet. And he should have hurry up and did it himself for real. But it is what it is. Now she knows what's up. Now she knows what's up.
Lore.
Be attacked by your own species, so I'd rather feel the claw of a bear rake through flesh than a man's hand carving the innocence from this body. At least the only thing a bear can carve from this body is...
I'd rather a bear's teeth rip through flesh than a man steal the voice from my body, pry my words from my tongue.
At least the only thing a bear can steal from this body is... I'd rather a bear remember this body unrecognizable than a man destroy my self-image until I only identify with victim. At least the only thing a bear can destroy is your body.
Running away from a bear sounds less exhausting than having to listen to this.
Women can do
Right.
anything that
They have no faith in the federal, like, and you're like, a man like that much is crazy activity. That you're willing to run the woods that you don't know, being chased by a big black or brown or any bear, any type of bear. By the way, we're talking about bears, YouTube. Bears. All right. But yeah, this being chased by that, hell nah, I'm good, buddy. At least I have a chance to fight back than me being run away, heart going crazy, and like don't know if I'm gonna come out as alive. Especially, it's not gonna be painless. That shit gonna hurt. That shit gonna hurt. That shit gonna hurt. All right. Cause they keep you alive. They keep you alive. They don't kill you fast. No. Well, it's a possibility. It depends where they bite at. But yeah, you ain't getting killed fast. You know.
that men can do. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, I get it. I see what's going on here. I understand it.
Damn, she was asking for one thing. This man gave her a master class.
Yes, I'm in my feminine era, but apparently so are all the men.
Of course. Naturally.
Have we checked in on the men? Have you had a conversation with the men recently?
Yes, quite often, in fact. But I have a feeling this subject matter expert has noticed something that the rest of us may have not.
They're like baddies now, it's great.
Baddies. Okay.
Global problem. The other day, my friend went out on a date with a man. He looked at the menu, looked up at her, and goes, "Is it okay if I order the steak?"
So they were being considerate?
What? They want their bills paid too.
Well, maybe some of them were just trying to give women the equality that they've been asking for. Because there's a lot of women out there that want their bills paid.
They ask you what you bring to the table because they're hungry.
No, they're asking what women bring to the table. Because quite frankly, there's quite a lot of women out there that bring nothing to the table except for their appearance. And a lot of men want a little bit more substance to their relationships than just someone that's pretty.
Like getting a dog from the pound, but instead of a collar, they're wearing skinny jeans. Is this what they mean when they say no one is coming to save us?
I mean, in the spirit of equality and all, a lot of you call yourselves strong, independent women. Time to stand up and save yourself instead of relying on men to do it.
Women like these want a man to save them, while calling themselves strong and independent, and scream for equality until the bill shows up. Hard pass for me.
We hear women come up and talk about how successful they are and how intimidated men are, and they never say a word about their character.
True.
And I just can't help but think about how turned off women get when men lead with money and lead with accomplishment and end up having nothing but unavailability and coldness and lack of emotional development, because that unfortunately is what it takes to succeed in certain career fields. You can look it up. And for some reason, women think that the success that they've amassed has somehow happened without them becoming devoid of a lot of the personality and relationship men are devoid of. And they flex their accomplishments and money the same way men do. And somehow, we make it different every time.
Ain't gonna lie to you though. The biggest thing is, a guy doesn't want to see a girl flex money. At least most guys don't want to see a girl flex money, because it's more of a point that it just doesn't matter to us. Like, because it's more of, at least the guys I know and the guys I've seen and heard talk about this situation, is more of They like buying stuff for their girl. They like supporting their girl. They like supporting the business the girl wanted to do. Like if a girl has a dream or like a business, the guy is there to support it. You know? But like the only way to support your girl's dreams to have money, right? So that's why it's like that's why a lot of people say, a lot of guys and girls say, if you ever find one that's willing to, that was there for you while you was nothing, while you had nothing, and now you have something, that's someone you want to keep for the rest of your life. It's true, right? Because that person is the one you really want to support with everything you got. But you need money first to be able to support someone you love. So you gotta work hard to get that money. And while you're trying to get that money, most girls are not trying to talk to you. If you're not like top tier of men, if you're not tall or something like that, you gotta have money. But most men are in the middle of trying to get money to be a part of that top tier. And even it's not like a bunch of money, not like you're rich or anything, but enough to be able to support yourself and to support the place you live in, for you to feel comfortable, stability, you know what I mean? That's where you are able to start branching off and actually going into a relationship at that point. Because getting in a relationship before you have any money or any of that, it's just going to bring you a lot of hardships, a lot of problems, besides to those rare relationships of the girl or the guy being able to get through all that stuff together. And everybody that's able to do that, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. And I hope you have a wonderful, amazing relationship. Everybody else, damn, that shit gotta suck, doesn't it? Because it does for me too. But but just get your money, get your bag, and hope the best for y'all.
Every time. No disrespect to you, but you didn't say about being a good woman. Nothing.
Why
You didn't
would
say
she?
no.
I'm t-
Bro, didn't say nothing
I
about.
can tell you
why would she say?
This is about a larger point. This is not about her as an individual.
If a woman is combative, aggressive, and leads with her degrees, that's not intimidating, that's just exhausting.
I'll be honest with you. It's like, okay, you can have fun. Like I'm not like you can have fun, but like come on. Let's be honest. How the fuck is it like? What time is this?
Not a single push-up between the three of them. Are these the people we're counting on in an emergency?
Ironically, most black women, 70% plus, grow up without a father.
True.
When you ask black women, what does the man have to have? Has to be a provider. They don't know what a man is. They only know the check that replaced the man. But when you talk to middle class and upper class women, they never mention a provider. Even though they might expect it, they don't even think to say it. Why? Because there's not the need. The black woman is speaking from the need. And the sad thing is because they're dishonest and because it's hard to admit, like, when we're not in the position we want to be, they say, oh, I'm good. I'm an independent woman. I'm good. I can take care of myself. Well, then why do you keep on talking provider if you provided for already?
Look at their faces. They know this man is speaking facts.
Hey guys, come spend the day with me as a girl who works every day for a living.
Okay. She cooking for real. She cooking. What you think, chat? I mean, what you think in the comments down below?
Best part is, every single girl in the comments is agreeing with her.
Why do they have 3 of them? I mean 2. And then they fucked it up.
Oh my god!
And then they fucked it up.
The parking brake took the day off, just like their common sense. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe to prove you're an alpha. And
thank you very much for watching this with me. I appreciate that very much. Much love to every last one of y'all. Don't forget to put your comments in the comments. You know, put your comments in the comments. Other than that, much love to all y'all. Video will be linked in the description down below. Hit the sub button, hit the like button, hit the post notice. For you know each time I go live and shit, I post a video. Other than that, God bless you. Peace out.